Hello everyone, I'm Divya Bhatia and I'm at the IBM Analytics Center today. So, we have been getting mails about Blue Insight. So, what is this Blue Insight all about? It's an IBM initiative. IBM practitioners have started a team called Blue Insight for the nationwide, wherein they're gonna focus on CAMS area, develop more skills, and enhance the knowledge of the folks in the nationwide area and the IBM team. So CAMS is basically the focus of IBM these days and in the coming years. CAMS is nothing but cloud, analytics, mobile, social and security. So we have many team members being involved in this group. They have come together, they have planned some sessions. Already they have initiated one of the session where they have shown how to develop an app, how to deploy it on your mobile and the other devices and see how they're going to work. So today we are going to meet one of the active members of the Blue Insight team named Hari, and let's see what he has for us and he's going to show us all about. That's it. So let's go and meet Hari and see what is there. Hi Hari, how are you doing
Hey, I'm doing good.
today? Good. So I've heard about like Bluemix, Blue Insight. Everyone is talking about Blue Insight and Nationwide. What is Bluemix? And I've heard you've taken sessions on Bluemix as well. So can you just brief me about what it is? I have no clue about it.
Okay, so before going to Bluemix, I need to explain something about PaaS. So PaaS is, if you know, PaaS is called Platform as a Service.
Yeah.
So earlier, if a developer has to develop something on web and he has to host it, right? He has to worry about the application development side of it as well as deployment side of it. More than that, he has to worry about the infrastructure side of it. So platform as a service is a place where the service is actually provided by a vendor.
Okay.
Vendor could be like IBM, it could be Microsoft or Amazon, it could be anyone, right? And the developer or the company who is buying the service, they are worried about only about their application, not about the infrastructure side of it. So when I say infrastructure, it could be storage, it could be network, it could be middleware, it could be runtime, operating system, lot of stuff. So developer or the company doesn't care about all these things. They just worry about their business and the application. So that's what platform as a service is. So IBM Bluemix is one platform as a service.
So what are the other platform as a service that we have?
Okay, so the platform as a service was started by Amazon,
Okay.
and Amazon Web Service is one of the platform as a service, and Google has its own platform as a service, and another platform of a service is Heroku,
Okay.
and Windows Azure is another platform as a service. So mainly in PaaS it support uh, like two languages, that is Java and .NET. But Bluemix has a capability to support a third language, Ruby as well.
Oh, so that's where Bluemix is different from the other PaaS or
Yeah, so yeah, you can say like that. Yeah, that is one of the advantage. So what IBM is trying to do, they want to continue developers to write the programs in the language which they know, that is obviously .NET or Java,
yes.
and Ruby is also an open source thing. So IBM want to continue encouraging developer to write the applications in Ruby as well.
Yeah.
So that is one of the feature which make Bluemix a little bit different. But more than that, in Bluemix, IBM is providing a lot of services,
Okay.
which makes it very unique. For example, Watson.
What?
You might have heard about Watson.
That's
Yeah.
everywhere all around.
Right. So Watson, as you know, it's a artificial intelligence. You might have seen Watson playing in Jeopardy game, and it won by like it totally annihilated the other opponents. So it's an artificial intelligence which has a capability to understand the natural language, the way we speak,
Speak.
right? It can
Interpret
it
into
really it can interpret, and within fraction of second it can look its database and come up with a solution, come up with an answer. So
Okay.
that makes Watson very unique.
Okay. So say suppose I am from a testing background. I don't know much about development. I'm not that firm on coding. So
Right.
how do you think it's gonna help with people with non-technical background?
Right. So Bluemix, as I told, it supports multiple language. It has a lot of runtime. So it's not only I mean, anything particular to Java or anything, it even support other open source languages as well. So even if you look at the databases over there, right, it supports MySQL. Same time, it support Cloud and which is an IBM product.
Okay.
If you look at the reporting side, it support Cognos,
Okay.
right? So IBM wanted to make the Bluemix very unique as well as very competent and a common platform to any developers, right? So back to your question.
So, back to my question that testers, non-technical
Right.
person, testers who don't have much knowledge about all these
All this coding, yeah.
coding and everything. So they would still, you feel that it would be easy for them to learn it and go it, or still they need to brush up some of their language skills.
Not necessary, but yeah. Anyways, if you have an upper hand on any of the language, yeah, it's an extra advantage. But some of the services, for example, there is something called Rapid Apps,
Okay.
which is totally going to help not developers. Actually, it is kind of drag and drop kind
Okay.
of utility over there. So it doesn't need any coding skills, right? The
Okay.
same way you browse and in your browse on the web, right?
Yeah.
The same way you can drag and drop stuff and you can make a simple application, which is very mobile friendly application.
Okay.
It's basically a web application. It's very mobile friendly as well, so it doesn't need any language skills.
Okay, so this is what I guess you have told in your first session, which few of us have attended.
Right.
And what an application, how will you develop it? So I have not attended it. So can you
Okay.
go ahead and show me how do you do it and how quick it is and how easy
Yeah.
it is? to
Yeah,
do it?
sure. I can show that. So for that, the first thing is you need to create an account in Bluemix.
Okay.
It's free,
Okay.
and for IBMers, like as right, it's free for 220 days or something like that.
Okay.
If it is for outsiders, it's just for 30 days. So
Okay.
for this trial period, you can uh, access any of these services which I told, even including Watson.
Okay.
So Rapid Apps is right there. So it's just click of buttons.
Okay, so now I'm gonna learn how to make an application in simple ways.
Yeah, it will take maximum like 5 minutes, maybe like.
That's
5 minutes.
interesting.
Yeah.
So let's see what's there.
So once you log into Bluemix, navigate to catalog screen. So catalog screen basically has all the starter packages. It has all the services available within Bluemix. So as you see, these are boilerplates. Boilerplates is nothing but a starter package. You can choose any of the boilerplate and start coding from there. Coming down, these are the runtimes. Bluemix at present support Java, PHP, Python, and Ruby. If you want to build code on something else, some other language, you can bring your own build pack. And these are some services available within Bluemix. So Watson is one of the unique services which is available in Bluemix. It gives your application an artificial intelligence. So these are the mobile services available. And DevOps features help a developer right from development to deployment. It helps in tracking and planning and monitoring. So these are web and application services available within Bluemix. Of course, Rapid Apps is in web and application. We'll come back to that. Before that, we'll just navigate to data management part of Bluemix. So at present, Bluemix support relational databases as well as non-relational databases. You can see Cloud End is available, Elephant and MySQL. All open source databases are also available. And if you want to harness the power of big data, you have big data services also available within Bluemix. Now going back to web and application, our Rapid Apps feature is available in web and application. So I'm going to create a Rapid App application. I'm going to name my service as to do. And if you want to attach this service to some other application which you already built, you can attach from here. Since I don't have anything, I am leaving it unbound. While Rapid Apps is getting loaded, for every application, as you know, we need some data. So to prepare some data for this Rapid Apps application, I'm using Microsoft Excel. What we are going to do is to create a to-do list. So I'm just opening an Excel and creating some raw data. So I just made a list of items which I need to do, and I'm saving it on my desktop. Coming back to Rapid Apps screen, I'm start building. So Rapid Apps launched to a Rapid Apps portal where you can build your application. Okay, this is how the opening screen looks like. So you can see there is an application portion, there is a data, and there are rules. So now first, since we already made some data, I'm directly navigating into data portion. I'm clicking on new data and I'm importing from spreadsheet which I just created. So this screen basically asks you to rename the columns and all. If you want, you can skip for time being. Okay, so I imported the data, so you can see whatever I had in my Excel, it's right over appearing here. Now if you want to adjust the data, I mean in terms of changing the data type and all those stuff, you can do here. For time being I'm not doing anything, so I'm going back to my dashboard screen. Okay, now we have our data ready. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some screens. So click on the new application, create a new application, and you will get this template screen. Here you need to name your application, and you can start creating screens from a template. From a template is nothing but you can link the data which you have already imported to the screens. So there are multiple templates available. One is a data search template, there is a list and form, and there is a navigation. So since we have some data, I'm choosing list and form, and I need to choose a dataset. Dataset is nothing but the Excel which we imported at the moment. So this is right over here, sheet 1 I'm choosing. If you want to create a new dataset, you can do from here. So the sheet 1 is already attached to the screen. Now let's try creating the application. So believe it or not, your application is like 90% done. So what you did basically is click on some button, that's it. So you can see there's a preview on the site. So this is what you see in an iPhone. You can already see the appointment which I put. It is appearing right over here. You can add a new record, you can filter, you can do a lot of stuff here. Now let's navigate to some other screens, some other options which we can do. This is settings. So by default, if you look at the screen, you can see a blue theme. In the settings page, you can change the themes, and you can put a map provider. If your application needs some GPS functionality, you can put a map over here. So navigating to user and roles. So the application which I'm going to build, I'm going to host it on a public cloud. So if you want limit the access to certain users, you can create users and roles over here, and you can manage it. Now let's go to preview application. So this is what your application will look like in iPhone. So you can add a new record from here. You can edit the existing account. You can edit and delete it over there. You can search over here. Since I have only one record, yeah, it appears over here. Now let's look at the deployment part of it. So this application which we made right now, I'm going to deploy it to public cloud. Let me name something, and I'm going to deploy application. So it looks like this particular URL is already chosen, so I need to test something else. So now this Rapid Apps application is deploying into Bluemix Cloud. Okay, so the application is already deployed, and if you want to see the application, it's this is the direct URL. You can copy this URL and open it in a web browser. Actually, the application which we made now is a mobile application, so it may not look good on a web screen, but it definitely look good in a mobile screen. So the application is already deployed, and you can see the data. And if you want to add a new record, you can do from here, and you can update or delete the existing record from here. Okay, so that's how it is done in Rapid Apps.
Okay, so we are almost at the end. This is how it is done. So if you look at the screens, right? So see, this is a web application now. So it has what we call is CRUD, CRUD.
Okay.
So it's like it can, it has capability of creating, reading, updating, and deleting.
Deleting. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to deploy it to Bluemix. So again, as I told, right, and the application which we just created, we are going to deploy to a public cloud, which is accessible to anyone, right? So as soon as I do this, you can check it out in your laptops or maybe in mobile or tablet, wherever.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah.
So I can develop my own apps and use it and try to do something with it.
Yeah, so there is certain features where you can control user access if you want to. That
Okay.
capability is there.
Okay.
Again, it's
So
drag
if
and
you
drop
want
and
only or limited people, how
Exactly,
many number of
exactly,
people who
yeah,
can access
exactly.
your things or not.
so there is a statistics
So
thing.
it gives us a security as well.
Yeah,
on
it
this.
has security, so you can manage, create, and give access to certain users based on their email or whatever you want to do, that you
Oh.
can do. So that security is there.
That's good.
So right now I'm not going to do that. I'm just trying to deploy it for public. Anybody
Sure.
can access it.
So you are going to deploy it on your mobile and we are going to check it there? Or?
No, this is going to get deployed on cloud,
Okay.
and this is built using something called Bootstrap. So it's kind of mobile friendly user interface.
Okay.
So even though we are deploying it through a laptop, right, this is more than a web application. This will be more of a mobile application.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm done. You can check it out on your mobile maybe.
Okay. So let's check. So now that was good.
That was
Let's
quick.
see
Yeah,
how-
it hardly
how-
took 5
5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is how it looks.
Oh. So here I developed an application and here it's on my mobile.
Right.
That's pretty interesting, guys. So I'm definitely gonna register on Bluemix and try some stuff out. So if you are interested, I would surely recommend you to go and try and see what you have inside you and what you can develop.
Right.
So
So if
Thanks.
you guys face any issues while developing, right, you
so
can
we
write.
know who to contact the master here.
Yeah.
So thanks, Hari. Thanks for the good learning today, and I hope the other folks around would also try that.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
thanks everyone for watching our video.